Hey everyone, I just got an OP-1 field and today I'm going to be messing around with some guitar patches that I made on it. I'll probably record just some sort of guitar riff or guitar line right onto the tape here, and then I'll make a pattern out of it using the OP-Z for the drums, the bass, and any other synths. So I'm using this in a fairly simple way, but I'm really excited about the fact that you can use like guitar patches on the field. The way I'm going to do that is I have some patches here, some vocoder patches, and what I've done is I've turned the mix all the way clockwise. And what this does is it makes it so that whatever the input is just going to feed straight through into the tape instead of, needing you to play a chord or something. So I'm going to get my guitar set up into the field. Oh, let me adjust the volume there. There we go. Okay, so as I play here, it's going to be sending this to the grid, and then the LFO I have is going to make it so that the louder that I play, the more the feedback is going to increase. So it's going to just kind of have like a louder sort of delay sound the louder that I play. So if I were to play something really quiet, but if I play it louder, and so I'm just thinking like something like that, I don't know, I just find it kind of fascinating. So let me pull up another patch I have. Made one with the mother patch, and this one in particular, it's doing the exact same thing, except instead of controlling the mix or anything, it is controlling the color, so how like the character of the reverb. And so that's going to change as I play guitar a bit. So I'm just going to play, again, just like another E minor chord and a C major chord, just like I just did. I don't know if I'll finger pick or whatever, but... And what I find especially fascinating about this is that I can do some cool things like make it feel like I'm sort of having to fight against the gate. So what this patch does is it is going to make it so that the terminal effect, the mix is less the louder that I play. So if I play really quiet, you're going to hear a lot of that terminal effect. And then I'll play louder. I don't know. So I'll stick with that one actually, and let me just do I'll just do a really basic finger style thing. So maybe I'll stick with just E minor and C major. Okay, and so this is what I've talked about before. So when you do too many clock things at once, often it will crash the field, and let's just reboot it and hope for the best. Okay, cool. So it seems like we're good there. I'm going to arm this for recording. Okay, I'm going to redo that because I didn't love that. So let's try it again. So my hope is that it kind of sounds like it was being drowned out by that the fuzziness of the terminal effect. Let me turn off that patch so that way we don't continue to hear the guitar, especially as I unplug it here. Okay, so now that we have a guitar line on the field, I'm just going to figure out what I could do to complement it using the OP-Z. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a kick and a snare and a hi-hat to make sure that I can keep time without having to have the metronomes on both devices. So let's go ahead and go to the kick track, find a kick that sounds okay with this. Is that oh my gosh, it just froze again. All right. Okay, this time I mean it. Oh, right, because it didn't start where I thought. Oops. Okay, now we mean it. Okay, so that's enough of a beat that I think that I'm ready to start adding in. I guess the bass, maybe I'll layer in some synths, we'll see. But regardless, I think that I'm in a good spot with that in particular. Let me try to add in some bass. So if I'm just doing E and C, I'll probably keep it pretty simple. I'll probably just keep it to E and C, but let me pick the sound first. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do something like that. And the downside is that you can't restart the tape from here. So I'm going to actually have to go back to the beginning of the tape, go back to control mode, and I'll add some quantization there. I'm going to go ahead and go to the I/O track and see what happens if I adjust the filter. What I might do just to give it an extra chaotic effect is I might go to the LFO and then turn it to the resonance, change it a bunch, make it speed relatively quickly, and then I'm going to change the shape to being random. What if it's on the filter instead? Okay, so then from there, I'm going to send that to the second effect, which I guess maybe I'll have that be the chorus. What if the snap also goes to the chorus? Let's hear it. Okay, so that sounds kind of cool. Maybe I'll add like something to the chords track that sort of follows the guitar. I'm skeptical. So now it's getting a bit messy, so I'm going to decrease the volume of the bass. So what I'll do here is I'm actually going to make it so that snap and the I/O track are the only things that are feeding into the tape track. I'll make it so there's not much dry level. So that sounds a bit ugly right now, but let's add it into the effects and see what happens. And let's go ahead and officially shorten that then. So I'm going to just have it... Okay, so there's a lot going on here, and I think it makes the most sense to, at this point, sort of just turn it into a pattern with a little bit more variation. So the first part, I just want it to be just the guitar. So I'm just going to get rid of all the drums, except the snap. And I'm going to get rid of the bass, and let's get rid of that chords track then. So I think this is what we're going to start with then. This one's a bit rough, but that's okay. So here I'm going to mute the I/O track. And here we will make sure that we don't have that tape track going. And there's a lot more that I could do with this. Add in some performance track. I could do a lot more with the tape track. I could add another layer if I wanted. I could really add some LFOs to the effects and really bring this sort of, give it a lot more movement. But right now, I think that just for testing out the guitar effects patches and making a quick beat around it, this is where I'm going to go. So thank you so much for watching, and please let me know what you think about this new setup with the cameras and what you thought about the mix between the audio and the voice. Let's just play this. Let's just play this one more time. See you next time.